Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing what the hell is this? Searched. They took my Fuwalos out, my quarter-century Fuwalos. Imagine if we pull either one. Shit, I was gonna say a quarter-century shit. I'll take either one, but obviously we know what the hell we're here for. Honestly, that's the only card I know from the set, just because of how prevalent it was. I actually haven't read it because I am under the copium, under the hope that, hey, we might be able to pull it, and hopefully I can read it on video and we can find out how overpowered it is. Because a lot of people are calling it the new Max C. I don't know, I kind of find that hard to believe. So how about we, what the hell? What is this? Red Ice Black Full Metal Dragon. Sorry about that, boys. Cannot be normal summon and set. Okay, so they created a new what? They created a new Metal Morph? Max Metal Morph. What the hell? That was activated by Trivia. Jesus Christ, that is so specific. I don't think this is gonna be very good, but it's a retrain of the, what's it called, the Red Ice Metal Dragon. So that one was so bad, I still couldn't believe it. It literally was worse than just leaving your Red Ice with Metal Morph equipped, because it didn't get any benefits, I'm pretty sure. And Metal Morph actually does give you benefits. It's not just a 300 attack boost. It actually increases your attack by half of a monster's attack. I'm not sure how Max Metal Morph works. It's probably just easier to activate, I'm guessing. If how they usually buff traps is anything to go by. What is this? Denial, or Deity. Nice. I'm trying to see which archetypes they're supporting. Because obviously, I think I recorded a second video for Infinite Forbidden where I actually talked about this. How, in my opinion, how Yu-Gi-Oh's Legacy, I don't know what you call it. It doesn't have formats, right? It's just a continuous game. How that brings detriment to box and how the box suffers for it. And why Konami, you know, puts these insane price cards and making it pretty much so that you're only chasing like 3 cards out of an entire box, right? Because in my opinion, they're shoveling so much support for old archetypes, especially in the Seeker or Ultra Rare positions. Like you'll see random cards like Red Ice cards, or, you know, this, like we just saw Red Ice. In the previous one, you had all the Exodia cards that, realistically speaking, if you are a player, you're probably not going to want because it's not going to be very good. There's almost no way that such an old deck, or like very old decks that just get a couple pieces of support, are gonna be brought up to par with Fiendsmith or Snake Eyes. This insane decks, right? However, obviously, because Yu-Gi-Oh is at this point so banking on that nostalgia and selling old support, they have to put it in those high rarities because they have to make those insane cards, right? But they're, realistically speaking, not very desirable. So those are gonna be the cards that you usually see, like in Duelist Nexus, a bunch of TG cards, right? You're going to see all those Seekers being not worth a lot versus the new archetypes, right? In Infinite Forbidden, look at all the White Forest cards. Those were pretty much, for the most part, all worth a lot. But then you had all the Exodia ones, which brought it down a lot, right? So just, in my opinion, obviously, it's pretty cool, and it's something that I really like. The whole aspect of you can play any deck no matter what, and every once in a while you'll get support to kind of try to modernize it. But it obviously does come at a cost, right? Where our boxes have to suffer because we have, realistically speaking, these cards that very, very few people are going to actually want, right? Like, let's face it, most people I don't think are going to want a TG. It's going to be a very few minority, right? Those Seeker rares. And they are taking the spot of Seeker rares, right? Where it's the same, you have the same chance of pulling that shitty TG versus you had the same chance of pulling, I think it was Chaos Angel. Or in Duelist Nexus, I forgot which was the or the Synchro, the Rev Synchro in Duelist Nexus, for example, right? So I don't know, that's just me. Obviously, that's just what I think. Obviously, it's something that comes with it, just with, because how it is. Obviously, they have to introduce a bunch of returning support, and it's just naturally not going to be as desirable. Versus the very few new cards that they introduce, especially the tech cards that they introduce, the Mood Charney, for example. Those cards are very desirable, right? And since they are so rare, you see the value just being so shut up. So I don't know. It's kind of crazy if you think about it, but I guess we have to see. Let me know what you think about it, though. I'm very curious. It's a very interesting discussion. I was actually thinking of doing a video on that, like how Yu-Gi-Oh's format. I guess again, I'm not sure what you call it. How Yu-Gi-Oh's always being allowed to play any deck does limit the box design and does hinder the the box opening fun because it is so stacked with those, right? But yeah, we'll see if I do it. I also want to do a video on why Yu-Gi-Oh boxes, in my opinion, are not worth opening, and I kind of wanted to pretty much branch them together because I feel like it's kind of goes toe-and-toe together. But I don't know, we'll have to see. Yu-Gi-Oh is definitely one of those that it's, in my opinion, way better to just buy singles, right? I think that goes for most games, but Yu-Gi-Oh is one of those heavily. So I think not as bad as Magic. Magic is one of those that, Jesus Christ, yeah. It's probably one of the worst in terms of just by singles, right? Yu-Gi-Oh, at least you have a chance of some pretty good, insane cards. Magic, unless you're buying collectors, realistically speaking, it's, yeah, you might as well just buy singles, right? So it's not as bad, but it definitely is one of those that leans very heavily towards. And it's not as bad as Pokemon either. I would say Magic and Pokemon are probably the worst to open. And then Yu-Gi-Oh is, I don't know, I wouldn't say close there, but it definitely is not a great either. So definitely this is one of those see as I do, don't do as I do, because Jesus Christ. Again, unless you get one of those super insane ones, right? It's just not gonna be worth it. And for the price that you paid for a box, you likely could have gotten the card you were going for, plus something as well, unless it's the Mulcharny. In which case, I mean, shit. Because I think it's going for like 130 or something like that. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's kind of crazy. Just for a Seeker. And you need 3 copies. Imagine a playset of a card for 400 copies. What the fuck? The Konami strategy never fails, man. Just introduce some insane card. And, yeah. We'll eat it up. And we'll open a bunch of boxes for it. What is this? Oh, what the hell is this shit, eh? Dude, that's sick. They're doing 6 Samurai support as well. But yeah, this is what I mean, right? Like, it's an ultra rare. Obviously, it's not going to be a very good card. But it's nice for those very few people playing it, right? Because I'm very curious. Like, for example, when they revamp and they introduce support like this, does it actually bring any relevancy? Or is it just kind of like a cute little way of them just saying, hey, we remember you? I don't know. I'm not sure. I just don't see it, right? Like these older decks, like especially with mechanics, kind of outdated, like 6 Samurai, realistically speaking, what? They just swarm. I feel like every deck at this point can spam monsters, so... And she ends 1 per turn. I think spell and trap cards, I mean, at this point, is kind of useless, right? There's so much removal. But I am kind of curious. Maybe that upgrade of Shien is a lot better. I'll have to see. But I don't know. I'm very interested. Whenever they do that, it's always interesting to me. Like, why would you do that? So the Fiend back. Wondering. Mimigul. Obviously one of the new archetypes. Speaking of. The flip new archetype. Very interesting. That. I think there's a new archetype as well. Asamina Moa Reina. That's a pretty cool name. Dude, that's a sick card. Look at that. It's like a fallen angel or something. That's cool. I thought they already did that with, wasn't Alves supposedly like fallen angels? Oh, maybe I'm mistaken. They love their lore decks. I think Snake Eyes is their new lore deck, with Jesus Christ, RIP. We're gonna deal with Snake Eyes for a lot of sets. Because I'm seeing... Oh, holy shit. Dude. Look at that. I am not gonna lie. For Infinite Forbidden, I ended up pulling a couple quarter century rares. The one I was gonna keep was Millennium Monk. But then I was like... It's worth the same as Exodia. I kind of just prefer getting Exodia, to be honest. I prefer the Art of Exodia. And they kind of cost the same price. So I'll just sell Millennium Monk. And then once I sell it, I'll use that money and buy Exodia, right? But I don't know. I might just end up keeping this one, dude. I love Shien. Obviously, I used to play Duel Links. I used to be obsessed with Duel Links. I got to, I think, the highest rank when they introduced Synchros and Shien was the dominant deck. You used to be able to get it out and pretty much just dominate the entire duel at that point. So, definitely be a nice little throwback. And I can just buy, I think I saw a cheap version of Exodia. It's just a head. and it's the quarter century rare, which I prefer a lot. It's the classic version, and I can keep this new version of Shein. So I think it's a win-win. I'll see. But damn, that's actually kind of crazy. A fucking quarter century or first box? What the hell? God damn. We're absolutely cooking. Memory absorber. I'm not sure if it's gonna be that good of a quarter century rare, like price-wise. Again, I don't really expect it to be meta or anything. Obviously, it's not a Mulcharney, Snake Eyes, or anything like that, right? But hey, it's still a pretty nice addition. Definitely a little something for collectors, right? Especially if you're a 6M player, imagine blinging out and just pulling up with all quarter century Sheins. Jesus Christ. See it? Oh, come on. Drake Shark. Oh, yeah, this definitely seems that it's going to be based on what? What's his name? Shark, right? From Sexo. I'm definitely not the biggest Sexo fan. I'm not going to lie. I think after 5Ds, they kind of lost a little bit of their charm. I'm not going to lie. I think 5Ds was my favorite, just in terms of story-wise. Obviously, if we're talking nostalgia, Duel Monsters takes the cake. I've watched that like 3 times at this point. Obviously, I'm a huge fan. Season 0 even more so. Jesus Christ, Season 0 is actually insane. But I would say we're talking writing-wise and like plot-wise. What the hell? Nice. Oh, this is like from Dominus Purge, right? From the Infinite Forbidden one. Damn, Dominus Purge was actually pretty good. So this card might be good. Let's actually read it. Fuck it. If your opponent controls a card, you can activate this card from your hand. What the fuck? Dude, what kind of condition is that? Well, how is that even a condition? What? So pretty much, yeah, you just can't use it in turn 1. But dude, this is absolutely insane. That condition is actually laughable. Jesus Christ. When a card or effect is activated that includes an effect, the special summons a monster. Negate that effect. Then if you have a trap in your graveyard, destroy that card. God damn. If you activated this card from your hand, you can activate the effects of Lighter. Oh, shit. That's actually kind of crazy. I mean, assuming you don't play those, though. Like, if you're playing a full-on Dark deck, I'm not going to lie, I don't give a fuck. So, it's kind of a win-win. But there are a lot of, especially Light. I'm not going to lie, you can probably circumvent Wind and Earth. But Light is like one of the most, if not the most common, what's it called, element. But I'm pretty sure there are a lot of decks that are specific, especially like Fire decks. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, fuck you, Konami. Of course, what is the meta deck right now? Snake Eyes. What is the, what is their type? Fire. Does not mention fire. So this card is literally perfect for Snake Eyes. You're going to have no drawbacks. That's absolutely insane. Holy shit. That's actually a pretty good card. I'm not going to lie. It's very restrictive, but it has a pretty good effect. So, I'll give it to you. I wouldn't be surprised if it's pretty pricey like Dominus Purge. Because I think Dominus Purge was like 20 bucks. So, I wouldn't be surprised if it's probably a little more than that, but one of the better ones. Because that actually sounds pretty good. That condition is so funny. I actually can't believe someone wrote that as a condition. Jesus, that's something like a custom card would read, bro. That's literally something that a custom would just say, if your opponent controls a monster. Like, how is that a condition? It's not even a monster. It's a card, bro. You can literally, they can literally just, especially like their first monster, you can already pop that. What? That's crazy. Well, no, you can't because you have to have a trap in your graveyard, huh? So, actually very interesting. It actually does have a, what is this? Oh, nice. We got a Mimi Ghoul Seeker. What the hell? I'll take it. Unfortunately, no Fuwalos. RIP. But, hey, we did get a pretty good, I think a pretty good Seeker in Dominus. What's it called? Dominus Impulse. Oh, Dominus Purge, Dominus Impulse. That's pretty cool. Pretty similar names. And then we got Giant Mimi Ghoul. Okay. So, obviously, this must be the boss monster for Mimi Ghouls. Okay, let's read it. So, you can read as well. So you need 2 level 1 monsters. Your non-XC Gimme Ghoul monster can attack directly. Oh, while your opponent controls a face-down monster. Obviously, that's their whole gimmick. Don't worry. You're not relying on your opponent to have one. Relax. Obviously, that's the whole gimmick of the deck, right? They'll flip monsters. So you can only use each of the following effects once per turn. If this card is XC summoned, you can move a card from your deck to your hand. Already broken. Already gonna be their number 1. You're probably gonna play 3 of this card. You can detach 1 material from this card and target face-up cards in the field up to the number of face-up monster your opponent controls. Destroy them. Whoa. Dude, this card is actually pretty good for Mimi Ghouls. I'll give it to Konami. They actually put a gimmick that is so bad. Face down monsters, literally Link monsters, probably the most common extra deck monsters at this point, are immune to it completely. But they're actually doing their best to actually bring it and make it somewhat relevant and competent. So yeah, I'll give it to you. It's actually pretty creative. That way you can still destroy those Link monsters, right? That's why it's giving you a way to destroy face-up cards. That way you can still deal with spells and Link monsters. So I'll give it to them. They actually thought about that and gave it some foresight. What is this? Whoa. Oh, you're from no archetype. You're just a badass looking, literally Godzilla monster. What the hell? I really thought it was gonna be from an archetype. No. I swear, sometimes they just pop off for no reason. Like, it's just a random monster, bro. Like, I'm sorry to say, it probably won't ever see play, but goddamn. Because nowadays, what sees play is so limited to... well, you can kind of tell, right? Obviously, the Seekers, the Insane Techs, or the Archetypes. It's very rare that you're gonna use random one-off cards that are in those, you know, like Insane Seekers or those super crazy cards. Oh, another one. Nice. Oh, I actually wonder if they remade all of them, then. Because they remade Xian, Enishi. I wonder if we're going to see some other ones. That's still crazy, though. I got a quarter-century Xian. Holy shit. I actually can't believe it. I'm actually kind of happy with that. Actually, Poseidon. Oh, whoa. They, what the hell? They created new Atlanteans? Nice. Look at that. I think oh yeah. Dude, I swear, I somehow always insert my my ex custom cards, but I think I made an Atlantean custom card as well. Very nice, look at that. Obviously fitting in with the whole troops, because I think they had a, what's it called? They had one with the spear. That he had like, no, not a spear. He had like a bow, and they had one with a sword. Those are the two that are the more prevalent ones, because one would destroy your... one would destroy your monsters and one would destroy your spell/trap cards. So those were the two that, at least in Duel Links, because I remember them specifically from Duel Links, they were really prevalent. And they would use those two specifically. And they would just pop your entire field. It was super annoying to deal with them. But yeah, pretty cool concept. Obviously a mill deck and to activate effects. So I'll give it to them. Let's see it. Final pack. Obviously, we can't get anything at this point. We already got a quarter-century. We already got our 2 secret rares. Yeah, how about we chill out? Fuwalos! Oh my goodness. Imagine. Max. Oh, speaking of Max Metamorph. Okay, what are you doing? I am so curious. What could they do? Tribute 1 face-up monster. Special summon 1 monster that cannot meet. Whoa! Holy shit. This actually gives you right away access to the red eyes. That's kind of crazy. What the fuck? And any monster, you can distribute any monster. That's crazy. The equipped monster gains 400. It cannot be. I feel like this is well. It's not worse than a Metamorph, obviously, but because obviously it gives you literally a free. How big was the red eyes? It gives you a free 3,400. At least, you know, a insane beat stick at worst, you know. And whatever the effect of this card is. Wait, here, actually, let's see. Okay. Oh, it has to be activated by tributing a level 5 or higher dragon. Ooh, that is not great. Oh, look, that's so cool. It also involves the original Metamorph. Okay, when's your opponent? Okay, I'll be honest. It's an okay card. I'm not really sure if it's if it's gonna bring back Red Eyes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of disappointed. Here, let's do the top 5 and let's move on from that because yikes. I still can't believe that was it. Let's see it, giant. Nice. It actually is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. How do you guys feel about the set? Obviously, other than the Fuwalos, I'm pretty sure that one is gonna be a tech that damn near everyone needs, right? Unfortunately, I do have another box that I'll be opening, so hopefully, I still won't look up the effect. Hopefully, we're able to get it in the second box, and we'll have to see about that. But other than that, hey, it is what it is. How are you guys feeling about the new archetypes? It seems that it's, what's it called, Asamina. Obviously, the new support for a bunch of archetypes. Specifically, I see a lot of Mimigul, so that's pretty cool. A lot of also... what's it called? 6 Samurai. So, hey, if you're a 6 Sam player for whatever reason, at this point, huge shout out to you. And let's do this. All right. Are you serious? Did I seriously lose my other streaker? Oh, well, whatever. We will find it eventually. Let's actually do this. So top 5. Oh, I found it. Number 1, you already know. I had to give it to Shein. Holy shit, look at that, dude. It's so cool. God damn. Very, very nice. Very happy that I got it. I'm not gonna lie. Probably one of the few that I actually... Well, I actually really like the red eggs as well. Either that or the Shein. I'm pretty happy with. So, hey, I'll take it. So, number 1 is definitely going to be the Shein quarter century rare. Kind of crazy. Then we have number 2 is going to be Dominus Impulse. Pretty cool art. And honestly, for a trap card, Konami, you continue to impress. And you continue to give them... Why you even give it a condition is one of those. Well, it actually makes sense. So, you can use the turn 1. So, you know what? Whatever. I actually think it's a pretty good card. And I'm pretty sure it's going to see a lot of play. It's definitely going to be something you're probably going to have to get around, especially in those decks, again, like Snake Eyes, right? That they pretty much don't care about those restrictions. So essentially, they're going to have another free negate on top of the already however many they have, right? And you're not even going to be able to see it coming because it's a fucking hand trap. So another hand trap. Thank you, Konami. So that's going to be fun. Obviously, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pretty played card. So definitely get ready for that. Then number 3 is definitely going to be Red Eyes Black. Full Metal. That's a nice. Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon. Obviously, Red Eyes with another variation. I don't even know how many he has at this point, but it has a bunch. So, hey, the more the merrier. Pretty cool one. Again, nothing too crazy, but it is a Red Eyes, so you can't expect much. Then we have number 4. It's going to be Asamina. Honestly, you're breaking in here just because of your art. I don't even know what you do. You're an ultra rare. Honestly, I already read like 3 cards, so don't worry about it. We're not going to read it. But it just looks pretty cool. And it is an illusion monster, so that is kind of a plus as well. Always going to show love to when they show support to their new stuff. So I love it. And then we have, speaking of showing support to the new stuff, Giant Mimighoul, the seemingly boss monster for the Mimighouls, other than, I think the other one was Mimighoul Master, the one they used. So, hey, now you're going to have an even better one. So, you can obviously rely on this one a lot more, hopefully, and be a lot better off. They already have a lot of consistently, don't they? Because they have Mimighoul Dungeon. So, this is just going to add another layer of that and a way to remove cards you can't remove or flip, aka Link monsters. So, pretty damn cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe for the second part if you're interested. Of course, we'll definitely do that second opening. And then if you're interested in that discussion video, again, I will talk about the booster box problem with Yugioh. Why, in my opinion, it is probably it's just really hard to justify opening them, right? Obviously, I got insanely lucky in this box, but again, this is just one video. This is just one dude. You can't base it off of that, right? You have to look at the entire list and calculate averages if you really want to know your odds. And we'll discuss that in that video. So if you're interested in that as well, hit that subscribe button. If you're interested in other TCGs, we see Union Arena, Grand Archive. I did just open a box. Sorcery. I'll be opening Digimon soon. A bunch. So if you're interested in other TCGs as well, definitely hit the subscribe button. And hey, hopefully I'll be seeing you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you.